My name is May, and we grew up in Adams, Mississippi. We grew up on a farm, and we raised just about everything you could raise on a farm. My mother loved quilting and piecing quilts because after my father died, this is how she occupied her time. That was one of the things that many of the, particularly black women, mothers, did during their time. My mother was born in 1916, so they did not go to college and all that kind of stuff, so basically most of them concentrated on how they could do, or what they could do, in other words, to supply their family needs.
My name is Ruth Adams. I am the youngest of our family. What my sister did not tell you is that there are 9 children in this family, and all of us have at least a college degree.
Out of all the quilts, I guess this is my pride and joy. It is real heavy. Each piece was pieced by individual by itself, and to make this quilt, she bought 35 yards of domestic material.
And she always wanted one of the girls to follow in her footsteps with all the quilting and everything. Quilting was just not my forte, or sewing either. Now my sister May here did a lot of sewing, but I don't think any of us actually took up the art of quilting.
I didn't quilt, but I would always, when I was out there, help her to. Once she made the top and the bottom and put it together, then we had to put the cotton between them, lay them out on the floor and put the cotton even, and then you tack it on the end to make sure it stayed together. And after she died, I made, I think, a couple quilts myself, but I did not quilt them. My mother-in-law quilted them. And as you can see, I did use 2 or 3 different, I tried to match my colors up so my quilt would match, and of course I used the white lining under the bottom. You also see my quilt is nothing like as big as my mother's quilts are, but I had a lot of pieces, and I just decided one day that I would get the machine out and make me some tops. So that is pretty much my part when it comes to making quilts, other than helping my mother pad them out. I never did do that much quilting, and in fact I didn't like it, so I tried it and I didn't do it. So
my mom used to could take they used to have what you call Sears Roebuck Kellogg's and she used to could look in there and see an outfit, and then she would take and make a pattern for that dress and make it for us. And she was a good seamstress, so you couldn't tell that the dress was really homemade. And so, you know, growing up, we dressed nicely and everything because she could sew.
well, you know who didn't do no kind of sewing?
You talking about me?
Yes, ma'am. To show it off, you can see the border is also made out of the exactly same kind of material. The entire quilt, the back of it, she ended up using a yellow lining domestic quilt. And if you really look at close, you can see that every piece is actually quilted by itself. She followed the pattern of the flower in order to do design for the quilting. Yep, it took a lot of time to do it. And patience.
And that's probably one of the reasons why it's kind of a lost art now. Is that, like my mom, I was taught from her mom. And then none of us learned how to do it. And of course, none of our children know how to do it. And so it's pretty much a lost art now. I doubt very seldom if you can find very many people that actually know how to quilt anymore.